completely different topic, and that is dates. So, Dr. Yosef Ben-Meir, please. Dr. Yosef is the president of the High Atlas Foundation, Morocco. You have his bio in your file with you, but he is really passionate about, I think, organic agriculture and dates in particular. But probably since last time we met, we have developed other activities as well.
How is everybody? In Morocco, 70% of agricultural land generates 10 to 15% of agricultural revenue. It's one of the many aspects of the agricultural value chain that is keeping people down. 80% of the people who experience poverty in Morocco are in rural places. About the same number, 80% of rural incomes is derived from agriculture. And it's the reliance on most of the land on those staples, barley and corn, that the people are transitioning to overcome. Well, alhamdulillah, for Maghreb, there are 13 varieties of fruit trees that grow organically. Date. What else? 6 nations of the world can grow almond. 90% comes from California. Morocco grows almond, walnut, pomegranate. We have entire regions growing pomegranate, hardly one certified organic. Lemon, cherry, argan, fig. There are 14 varieties of fig that are endemic to Morocco, and they are threatened. These conditions is propelling the demand for fruit trees, and the prices are going up. And so, the High Atlas Foundation, which is committed to the projects that communities identify. Some communities need a classroom. We help them build classrooms. Some are struggling with clean drinking water. We're committed to help them achieve their clean drinking water needs. But as we work primarily in rural places, it's unavoidable, natural, that we will be committed to the agricultural development initiatives that people identify. And because of their condition, they are saying fruit trees. And so with communities right now, we manage 12 nurseries in 7 provinces of Morocco. About 500,000 seeds are in those nurseries right now. Since 2014, we planted approximately 2 million. Now, as was discussed earlier this morning, hardly any of it is certified organic, hardly any of it is being processed. So I don't want to give you the impression that if we reach the demand of 1 billion trees with the Ministry of Agriculture projected, 1 billion trees, if we reach that goal, that everything will be okay. Of course not. We need to build cooperatives, which we are dedicated to doing. Right now, we are welcoming a technical expert to help us develop the business plan for pomegranate juice, apple vinegar, all a range of processed products. We are assisting communities in developing their business plans. But our challenge is the generation of revenue in order to achieve these initiatives, which I'm sure I asked Dr. Harrison in his annual budget of World Fish. Does anyone want to guess their annual budget? I said pretty good. But of course they're struggling. Well, I don't want to say struggling, but they're doing okay. And yet, we're not able to go to scale. At one point, we had more than $10 million pending in proposals, and we realized if every single one were funded, we still couldn't achieve transformational change. And so we have dedicated ourselves to the generation of revenue based on what we're doing. How can those 2 million trees, which are the people's trees, the yield is their yield, the organic certification is to enhance their revenue, processing is for their own households and employing their community members. But how, in addition, can we generate revenue to plant more nurseries? And for us, we've identified the monitoring, certification, and commercialization of carbon credits. Trees sequester carbon from our environment. We can monitor tree growth, foliage, diameter of trees, survival rates, social benefits. We can monitor these changes and opportunities, and we can statistically we can calculate how many tons of carbon are being removed from our environment as a result. An independent certifier can give what's needed in order for those credits to have the opportunity to be purchased internationally. Nations of the world are now requiring their corporations and governments to buy carbon credits to offset the carbon that they are emitting. Morocco can be an international destination for those purchasers of carbon credits that seek to have balance in their production. Okay. What does that take? First, let's talk about what it takes to build nurseries. How long does it take a seed to grow into a sapling? How long does it take a little fish to grow into a meal? What was it, 8 months? 8 months. A seed into a sapling takes up to 2 years. Can a farmer forego her or his land for 2 years in order for that seed to grow? A farmer cannot. So we seek the contribution of land in kind in order to plant the people's nurseries. Who's giving land? Free for its use. One is Morocco's High Commission of Waters and Forests. It has 700 parcels of land that can be contributed for people's nurseries. We have been given 3. It's a pilot. The Ministry of Education, next to their public schools, they have tracts of land that can be committed to the people's nurseries. We have a pilot of 2 of the thousands of schools that exist. The Ministry of Youth and Sports built 20 children protection centers. These are centers where teenage boys are detained for 3 to 6 months for minor crimes. In 2 of the 20, we built nurseries. These are giving young people the chance to learn how to graft a tree, how to weed, how to irrigate, how to transplant. We are given land by cooperatives. Friends, listen to this. The Moroccan government champions its multicultural identity. We are also given land by the Moroccan Jewish community. Moroccan Christian, Moroccan Muslim, Moroccan Jewish communities collaborate for human development, and that's the Moroccan model for its multicultural celebration to lead toward human development. That's policy. We also get land from those religious groups. Now, when we combine all the tracts of land that I'm talking about, we can then talk about 1 billion trees potentially being generated. It becomes possible. So that we can't underestimate the necessity of that contribution. Land in kind to build the people's nurseries. The other aspect of this is also essential. Now, most Moroccan farmers have a hectare of land. Is that similar in Egypt? Most of those families have how much land in Egypt?
It's the same.
The same. And much of Morocco is mountainous, meaning that when we plant trees with farming families, there may be 2 trees on this mountain terrace and 5 over there and 10 over there. It's very rare in Morocco we're able to plant thousands in one tract. We planted 2 million. What does it take to monitor 2 million when they are so spread out? it took 2 people full-time for 1 year to monitor about 500,000. We're talking 2 million, and we're talking trying to get to tens of millions. How do we monitor that many trees? Well, just like all aspects of sustainable development, it needs to be managed by the people. That the farmers